Hi everyone, welcome to the demo of our 2025 personal finance spreadsheet. So upon your purchase, you'll receive an access to our template folder. So inside the folder, we have two files. One, yung file na need yung i-copy is yung 2025 personal finance spreadsheet na document. And the other one, I've also included a sample file for your reference. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to open the sample document. So initially, naka-view only mode lang yung file. So hindi nyo siya ma-edit. So to enable editing, click nyo lang tong file sa upper corner and then click make a copy. Just a reminder, do not click the download option. Otherwise, mako-convert yung file into other formats and it may alter some of the formulas. So, ang i-click nyo, make a copy, and then rename the document, and then make sure na selected yung Google Drive folder ninyo, which is ito, My Drive. Ayan, before you click make a copy. Okay, let's move on to the template demo na. Okay, so this is the 2025 personal finance spreadsheet. So, dun sa start tab, dito nyo isa-set up yung buong template. So, dito nyo input yung income sources, expense categories, saving goals, investment, yung mga loans ninyo, bills and subscriptions. Then, I've also included another table for the list of accounts. Pwede nyo input dito yung mga cash envelopes ninyo, bank account, credit cards, and e-wallet. Then, you can also add a description for each account. So, next row naman is yung year, calendar year, which is the reference ng mga monthly tab natin and yung monthly and yung bill calendar. So, dito, meron na tayong mga selection of months dito. Pwede pa kayong mag-add later on. Kasi pwede nyo pong magamit ng template for the succeeding years. Just click, just make another copy for each year. Then, select nyo lang yung month. Okay? Yung year. I've also included a table for quick links. So, meron tayong quick links for the monthly dashboard. So, i-click nyo lang to and it will lead you to the selected monthly dashboard. Then, meron pa tayong mga quick links for the rest of the sheets. Okay? Next naman is yung cash projection sheet. So, this cash projection template is a financial estimate of your cash flow for the specific year. So, this tool will help you plan for the future and make informed financial decisions. So, ang gagawin nyo lang dito, enter nyo lang yung opening balance nyo for each month if you have leftover budget from the previous month. Okay? Then enter your income sources. So for example, here I have paycheck, business, bonus, or incentives. Then enter nyo lang yung projected income nyo for each source. Then the total naman will be computed automatically for you. Okay, next naman is yung mga expense categories. So, enter nyo lang dito. For example, rent, bills and subscriptions, food allowance, ayan, grocery shopping, etc. And then, enter nyo lang yung projected na expenses nyo for each category. The next is yung mga loans ninyo. Enter nyo lang dito yung minimum payment nyo for each debt. And then, yung net cash flow ninyo dito is income less expenses less yung debt. And then, yung closing balance nyo naman dito is opening balance less yung net cash flow nyo na. Ay, plus yung net cash flow ninyo. Okay? So, ang kagandahan dito sa cash projection template, it will help you, yung halimbawa ito, meron tayong mga high expense months dito. I can use this to prepare ahead of time for that high expense month. Pwede akong gumawa ng sinking funds. For example, for June, we are preparing for our baby's first birthday. So, yun, pag-ipunan ko siya ahead of time para hindi magalaw yung buong budget ko or hindi masira yung budget ko during high expense season. Okay? Next tab naman is the annual dashboard. So the annual dashboard will give you an overview of your cash flow throughout the year. So meron tayong dito monthly cash flow overview. I've also added yung breakdown ng income ninyo throughout the year. So meron tayong chart for that and another chart for your expense breakdown throughout the year. So makikita nyo rin dito yung movement ng cash flow ninyo, yung total income, bills, expenses, loan, excuse me, savings and sinking funds, and the investments. Okay, next tab naman is the monthly check-in tab. So dito, it will help you reflect on your financial goals and then prepare na rin yung mga upcoming events, expected high expense na month, ayan. And then kung may wishlist kayo, you can also enter dito for each month. For example, ano ba dito? Bawa, it's my father's birthday on the 16th, January 16. Ayan. Ayan. Tapos, syempre magpe-prepare ako ng gift for that. So, expected na meron akong need na i-prepare na additional budget for that month. Then, set your intentions or goals for each month. And then, add yung wish list. Ayan. Next tab is yung subscription, bills and subscriptions. So, dito nyo enter lahat ng bills and subscriptions ninyo. So, as you can see, yung mga naka-enter na bills and subscriptions kanina, dun sa start tab, nag-reflect na siya dito. So, ang gagawin nyo na lang dito is enter yung due amount for each category. Then, click nyo lang itong checkbox if it's a fixed expense or fixed amount. Then, sa payment terms kung annually, monthly, or quarterly. Then, enter your date of last payment. Yung date of next payment naman dito, mag-auto-compute na yan for you. And then, dito, halimbawa monthly, i-check nyo lang lahat ng months. And then, kapag annually, kung kailan nyo lang i-renew. For example, dito, ang date of next payment ko is sa October pa. And annually naman siya. So, ayan, i-check ko lang to dito. Bawa kung quarterly naman, and sa February, next year ko pa naman siya need bayaran. So, kahit na hindi ko na to i-check. Ayan. So, yung mga naka-check lang dito na bills and subscriptions, yun lang yung magre-reflect for each month. For example, dito for January, itong apartment hanggang sa Spotify, yun lang yung magre-reflect sa January tab na bills and subscription ko. So, that's how it works. And then, kapag na-cancel nyo na, for example, this one, sa November, kinancel ko yung bill, yung website na payment, i-uncheck ko lang siya and then enter ko lang kung kailan ko siya kinancel, yung specific date. Then, dito sa baba, meron tayong monthly total and then nag-add din ako ng chart for the payments overview kung paano yung breakdown ng bills and subscription. Now, yung mga schedule dito, nakalink siya dito sa my bill calendar. Ayan, lahat ng mga active subscriptions. Yung mga na-cancelled na subscription, for example, itong website, hindi na siya nagre-reflect dito sa my November na calendar. So, to select a month, enter nyo lang, ayan. Then, mag-a-appear naman yung mga options dito. Ayan. So, yung year dito, tong calendar year natin dito, naka-base siya dun sa selected year sa may start tab. Ayan. Kung ano yung naka-enter dito na year, yun ang basis ng calendar natin. Okay? Next naman is sa transactions tracker. So, dito nyo enter lahat ng transactions ninyo. So, sa first column yung date. Mag-example tayo dito. December 28. And then, that is week number 4. And then, for example, may expenses ako for that specific date. And then, automatically, kung ano yung selected ninyo na transaction, yun ang mag-a-appear na category dito. For example, dito sa expenses, ang mag-a-appear na options dito, kung ano yung mga categories na in-enter ko under expenses. Kapag sinelect ko naman yung bills or subscriptions, kung ano yung mga options, ayan, yung mga categories under that specific transaction, yun lang ang magre-reflect dito sa my category column. So, for example, expenses natin, baby needs. 27. Ayan, sa cash out section ako. So, may dalawa kasi tayong column dito for the values. May cash in tayo. So, any amount coming in, yun yung like income, ano pa ba? Savings, investment, kung nagpapasok kayo ng cash, ang i-input nyo na values dito sa may cash in. Kapag cash out naman, like yung mga expenses, mga loan, ano pa ba, bills and subscriptions, sa cash out column yan. And then you just select kung anong account. Then kung need, for example, tong baby needs, select ko lang dito, and diaper. 1 box ng diaper, yan. Sa cash out siya. Now, for example, naman may income ako, ayan, for that's December 30, week 5. Ito. Mag-select lang ako dito. For example, Shopee. So, cash in naman to since papasok yung amount sa specific, sa selected account. So, for example, yan, 50,000. So, cash in tayo sa selected account. For example, BPI. So, now, for savings naman, halimbawa, week 5 ulit tayo. Sa savings, magpapasok tayo sa may emergency fund ng 5,000 pesos. So, for example, ang emergency fund account ko is ING. Ayan. So, cash in tayo kung magpapasok kayo ng account. Now, kung halimbawa mag-withdraw kayo dun sa mga savings ninyo, ayan, sa savings, halimbawa, gagamit ako ng 1,000 dun sa emergency fund ko. Enter ko naman siya sa cash out column. And then, select ko sa ING since yun yung emergency fund column ko. So, ang mangyayari, papasok ang 5,000 sa ING account ko, pero magle-less din ng 1,000 pesos sa ING account ko since nag-cash out ako dyan. So, ang net natin dito is 4,000. Magre-reflect yun sa account summary natin dito, sa account management tab. Okay? Now, sa savings and investments tab naman, so dito nyo input lahat ng mga saving goals ninyo and yung investments ninyo. Pwede nyo input dito. So, enter nyo lang yung goal for specific savings. Ilan yung starting balance nyo upon setting up yung template. Now, yung cash in and cash out, latest balance and status, mag-auto compute na yan for you. So, ito lang yung i-enter nyo na values. Itong colored columns natin. Yung goal and yung starting balance. Okay. So, magkakaroon din dito ng cash in, cash out summary, and then yung latest balance kung ano yung status. For example, start na kayong mag-save, ayan, mag-auto status na dito na in progress. Now, halimbawa, to start pa lang, wala pa kayong napapasok na amount sa specific goal ninyo, ang matatag dito is to start pa lang. Now, sa investment naman, enter lang ninyo yung goal amount ninyo na gustong i-invest for specific account, and then ilan yung beginning value ninyo for each investment. And then the rest, yung year-to-date investment and latest value column, mag-auto-compute na yan for you based dun sa mga input ninyo sa transactions tab. Okay, same din sa may cash out, cash in column and latest balance dito sa savings and sinking funds. Nakadepend yan sa mga nalag ninyo sa transactions tab. Okay, and then dito sa side, start muna tayo dito. Then, dito sa select a saving goal, mamimili lang kayo dito. And then, magre-reflect na dito kung ilan yung latest balance ninyo. And then, makikita nyo rin kung ilan na yung na-save ninyo, yung progress ninyo dito sa chart na to. And then, sa sinking fund, pwede din kayo mag-select dito Ayan, makikita rin ninyo yung progress ninyo and yung latest balance nyo for that selected sinking fund. And same din sa investment, ganun lang din yung process. So, select lang kayo. Ayan, so makikita ninyo yung progress. Then, dito sa side naman, meron tayong chart dito ng total value ng savings and investments ninyo. Then, dito sa chart na isa naman is yung breakdown ng savings and investments ninyo. Kung ilan na yung total na na-save ninyo, then ilan na yung total na sinking funds, then ilan na yung invested na amount ninyo for the year. Ayan. Then, sa baba naman is yung transaction. So, pwede nyo i-review dito yung mga transaction ninyo. For example, gusto nyo i-check yung transactions nyo for emergency fund. Ayan. So, magre-reflect naman dito lahat ng transactions for that specific goal. Pero kung gusto nyo i-check lang yung specific month, for example, November lang, ayan, select nyo lang yung month dito. Then, kung ano yung selected month, yun lang yung magre-reflect na dito sa table. Okay? Next naman is yung debt tracker. So, for the debt tracker, input nyo lang yung data dito sa mga white columns such as yung loan date, yung schedule kung anong date yung payment ninyo, starting balance. Sa interest, check nyo kung annual rate or monthly rate. And then, enter lang yung percentage. And yung sa schedule, meron tayong weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly option. Now, yung mga gray filled columns dito, automated na yan based sa mga entries ninyo dito sa white columns. And then, enter nyo lang din. Don't forget yung loan period nyo in months. Naka-months to. For example, 3 years, so 12 times 3 lang, 36 months yun. Okay? Then, dito sa charts naman natin, meron tayong summary ng total debt value ninyo. So, lahat-lahat na yan. And then, kung ilan yung remaining balance nyo for all your loans or debts. Okay? Then, I've also included a chart kung gusto nyo lang i-check yung selected na creditor, for example, mortgage, ayan, makikita nyo yung loan value pa, and then kung ilan pa yung balance nyo for that specific loan. Then for car payment, so ito yung progress niyo sa payment, ayan. Next is yung account summary. So, dito sa account management, so lahat to ng accounts, listed accounts ninyo, makikita ninyo yung cash flow for each. So, meron tayong year-to-date cash in and year-to-date cash out based dun sa transactions tab. And then, yung latest balance nyo din. Then, meron tayong breakdown ng account ninyo. Yan. So, we have an overview of your accounts kung saan mostly yung cash ninyo. And then, I've also included a cash flow overview for each account. Then, dito sa table naman ng list of accounts, mag-enter nyo lang dito yung starting balance. The rest of the columns naman, automated na yung computation for you. So, makikita ninyo yung total cash in for each account, and cash out for each account, and then yung latest balance. Okay? So, next naman tayo, lastly, we have the monthly dashboard. So, select nyo lang yung month for the monthly dashboard. So, sa chart, meron tayong budget breakdown ng needs, wants, and future. Ayan, yung needs, yung mga na-check ninyo dito sa transactions na need. Ayan, yan yung mga magre-reflect dito sa monthly dashboard. And then, yung future naman is yung savings and investments ninyo. And then, dito naman sa monthly budget, andito yung progress ng budget ninyo, kung ilan ba yung remaining amount. Okay? And then, yung last na chart naman is yung breakdown ng expenses nyo for that specific month. So, sa tables naman tayo, sa summary, makikita ninyo yung actual versus yung budget nyo for each category. Sa income, bills, hanggang sa debt. And then, meron din tayong budget breakdown dito. So, ang basis dito na ang budget ninyo is yung budget column dito, yung projected income ninyo sa summary. Okay? So, nakaset to ng 50, 30, 20, pero pwede nyo lang din itong i-edit. For example, gusto niyo ng 60, 20, 20. Ayan. So, dito magbe-base yung computation. Ayan. 50-30. Balik ko lang sa 50-30-20. Okay? And then, dun sa next table naman is yung weekly cash flow ninyo. So, makikita nyo yung overview ng cash flow for each week. Then, I've also added an account summary din for each month para makita ninyo yung monthly na cash flow din. And then, yung latest balance. Then, for income, input nyo lang kung ilan yung expected na income ninyo for each month. Then, yung mga actuals naman dito, automated. Lahat ng white columns and rows dito, actual na yung, automated na yung computation. Based na yun sa transactions tab. Okay? And then, sa due bills, ito na, kung ano lang yung mga na-check ninyo na sa bills and subscriptions na payments, ayan. For that selected month, yun lang yung magre-reflect dito sa monthly tab. For example, sa November, ito lang yung mga naka-check. So, yung apartment, utilities, links, and Spotify, yun lang yung mag-a-appear dito. Then, yung due amount, ayan, automated na rin yan. Then, for the savings naman, input nyo lang yung budget ninyo for each saving goals. Then, makita nyo rin yung summary ng cash flow for each saving goals for that specific month. And then, for expenses, ayan, meron tayong actual and yung budget for each expense category. Same with sinking funds, investments, and debt. Dito sa debt payment naman dito, for yung actual is naka-base din siya sa transactions tab. And then, yung minimum na payment dito, naka-base dito sa debt tracker natin. Kung ano yung computed na minimum na payment. Okay, nag-add din ako ng another table for the daily expenses. So, makita nyo dito yung daily expenses din ninyo. So, that is it. So, if you have any questions or concerns, just let me know. By the way, this template is available at Knit Pages PH sa Instagram. Thank you!